one of the Beatles' most enduring classics, came together in remarkably little time. Just 2 takes were all it took to complete what would become one of the band's most beloved tracks. Originally featured on the soundtrack of their 1965 film Help, the song quickly captured the hearts of fans around the world. Years later, their enthusiasm was reignited when an earlier, alternate version surfaced, sparking debate among listeners, some of whom believe the raw cut surpasses the final studio release. This initial version was rediscovered and officially released as part of the Anthology series, a collection dedicated to rare and unreleased gems from the Beatles' recording archives. Sung by Paul McCartney, the track has lost none of its emotional pull over the decades and remains a staple in his live set lists to this day. A commemorative post on X marked the song's milestone, noting that exactly 60 years ago, McCartney recorded Yesterday in just 2 takes, opting to perform it solo after his fellow bandmates agreed to step back. The first take, stripped of orchestration, appears on Anthology 2, while the second, famously recognized today, was the foundation for the version that producer George Martin later enriched with a string arrangement. The Minimalist take left a lasting impression on listeners. Some were amazed by the stark, intimate feel of the song without the orchestral backing, remarking how the unembellished version gave the piece a raw beauty. One fan shared that they had never heard it without strings before and felt it might have been stronger in its original simplicity. Others were stunned by the speed and ease with which the track was created. One listener expressed disbelief that something so timeless could be recorded so effortlessly, noting that crafting such brilliance in 2 takes is far harder than it seems. Another fan called the acoustic version a stunning example of musical purity, marveling at its emotional depth and stating that 20th century songwriting rarely reached such heights. Still others were awestruck upon learning that McCartney was only 22, nearly 23, when he composed the song, amazed that someone so young could create something so profound. The Stringless take also garnered praise for its authenticity and raw charm, with one listener calling it perfection and confessing it was their first time hearing that particular version. Many echoed the sentiment that Yesterday remains a masterwork, a fact reflected in its climb to the top of the US charts and its enduring legacy. With over 2,000 cover versions recorded by legends like Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, and Marvin Gaye, Yesterday has become a cornerstone of modern music. Notably, it also marked one of the Beatles' earliest ventures into solo territory, featuring only McCartney on vocals and acoustic guitar, without any contribution from John Lennon, George Harrison, or Ringo Starr, highlighting the brilliance of McCartney's individual artistry within the legendary group.